Hello everyone, in this video we are going to create under carriage frame used in wall excavator. So here I already have created its part. Here in this video I am going to show you its feature used to create this and sketch of this part. So let's begin with the first one. Feature is extrude boss. So I am rolling back all the commands and start from the first one. For this we choose any plane, front plane, top plane or right plane. I am going to create a sketch here. So first of all, draw a center line from the origin, make it construction line. After that, draw a center line. Now draw a straight line which is having length 1150 mm and add the relation between the line center point and origin, make them in vertical position. After that, again draw a line which having length 875 mm at an angle. Now defining its angle with the previous one line. So click on first line and second line. Now defining its angle which is 144 degree. Now draw a straight line from this edge which is 745.16 mm, which is perpendicular to this point. Now again draw a line at an angle which is 461.50 mm. Now defining the angle between these two lines, which is 230 degree. Now draw a line which is perpendicular to the previous one line, which is 329.06 mm. After that, we use to mirror this sketch. So click on mirror entities and select these entities on the mirror command and mirror it above this line to create this half one section of the sketch. After that, one section is completed. Now again click on mirror entities and select these outlines and mirror it above the center construction line, which is helpful for saving time and create the sketch. Now the sketch is completed. After that, click on feature and select extrude boss command. Now we are going to extrude boss this sketch. So select blind direction in upward direction and extrude it base up to 610 mm and click OK. Now we are going to extrude it cut. For this, here again going to create a sketch. Okay, so now first of all, click on line command and draw a straight line edge to edge and make a line vertical direction which is having length 400 mm. Now continue with the line command, again draw a line which is 1450 mm and the angle between these two lines is 261.76 and make same line in another section, or you can mirror the sketch by drawing the center construction line and select mirror entities and mirror the half one section. After that, draw a circle here. Defining its diameter, you can roughly draw a circle. After that, select extrude cut command. The sketch is created on this page. For this, you simply need to click on page and click on sketch. Now we are going to apply extrude cut. Click on feature and select extrude cut command and here select through in both directions. Select direction 1 and direction 2 and select through all the body. Click OK. After that, we are going to extrude both. So for this, select this plane, just click on the face and click on sketch and select circle command and draw a circle at the horizon which is having diameter 1600 mm. After that, click on feature and select extrude boss and extrude it boss up to a distance of 830 mm. Now we need to shell the body, so click on feature and select shell command. Here we need to select the chase, so we need to select the bottom one side and enter the thickness which is 50 mm. Click show preview, you can see the preview in yellow light. Click OK. After that, again we are going to apply an extrude cut. So for this, draw a circle at the horizon which is having diameter 275 mm and extruded cut throughout. Now again draw a circle at the horizon, defining its diameter which is 417 mm and the inner circle having diameter is 275 mm. After that, click on feature and again select extrude boss and extrude it boss up to 118.50 mm. Now we are going to again create a sketch here. So for this, we need to select front plane and click on sketch, and here I'm going to create a sketch here. So first of all, draw a center line and defining its distance from the origin which is 1600 mm. Now simple, click on line command and draw a line, again straight line which is 350 mm. Again draw a line perpendicular to it which is 447.50. Now draw a rough sketch, a line having 350 mm. After drawing it, we need to define its angle, so click on first line and second line and defining its angle which is 253.68 degree. After that, again click on mirror command and select the half one section and mirror it above the center line and click OK. Now click on feature and again select extrude boss. Now extrude it boss from the mid plane which is 2667.50 and select direction 2. In direction 2, we extrude it both up to 2467.50 mm. Now click OK. After that, we need to apply extrude cut again. Click OK. So for this, simply click on this face and click on sketch and draw two rectangles having length and width which is 899 mm distance from the outer edge. The width of this rectangle is 502 mm. Now defining the second one having length 857.50 and width is 580 mm and defining its length from its outer edge which is 120 mm. And after that, click on feature and select extrude cut and extrude cut throughout the body. Now here we are again going to apply extrude cut. So for this, select the face and again click on sketch and simply draw a rough sketch, defining its dimension. This is 502 mm, and after that draw a straight line which is 351.45. Now defining its length from the upper edge, which is 120 mm. Defining the angle between these two lines, which is 253.68 degrees. Now simply draw a center line on the midpoint, and again click on mirror entities, and from here select entities which you want to mirror. So here I have selected these entities and mirror it above the center construction line. After that, click on extrude cut command and extruded cut. Select offset from here, 60 mm offset from this face. After that, again select offset from the surface, so select this one and enter distance is 60 mm and click OK. You can see here, you can check it in evaluate from measure. Click this face and this face, showing thickness is 60 mm on both sides. Now we are going to make another sketch. So for this, click on this one face and click on sketch and start from the center line. So draw a center line from this edge. With the help of line command, draw the half one sketch. The total length of the line, which is 1095 mm. After that, draw a line which is having length 152.81. Now defining the angle between these two lines, which is 30 degree. After that, click on arc and draw an arc which is having radius 115 mm. Now draw a straight line. It is 552.69. Now again select arc and draw an arc here which is 314.50 to this point. Now again click on mirror entities and mirror half the sketch above the center line and click OK. After that, select extrude both. Now here we select up to surface, so we need to select this face and click OK. Now we are going to extrude cut the extra face from here. For this, click on this face and draw an arc here having radius 314.50. Now defining its distance from the origin, which is 2353 mm. Now draw a straight line from edge, and the outer radius is 634.68 from the same origin. And after that, click on feature and extruded cut to all. Now here we again extrude cut on this face select this face and draw a rectangle here from the edge. You can select corner rectangle and simply draw a rectangle here, which is 128 mm, and having width is 87.50, and select feature and extrude cut to all the body. Here we again apply extrude cut. So for this, select this face and click on sketch. And again draw a corner rectangle, defining its length and width, which is 65 by 65, and extrude cut to wall in this direction. Now we are going to extrude both. So for this, click on this face and click on sketch. Now here I am going to define the sketch with the help of Smart Dimension. First of all, simply draw a straight line from reference of this edge. Now defining the distance from the edge, which is 100 mm. Now defining the length of this line, that is 339.20 mm. Now select arc command and draw an arc here having radius 50 mm. Continue with the line command, draw a line with the reference of this edge of the body, it is 56.70. Again draw a line perpendicular to it, which is 34 mm. Again draw a straight line, which is 50.82. Now again click on arc command and again draw an arc here, defining the radius, which is 50 mm. Now draw a straight line from this point, this is 209.99, approx 210 mm. Again click on arc command and draw an arc here having radius 35 mm. Now close this sketch with the help of line command. This is 76.88 mm. Defining the width of this line, which is 34 mm. After that, click on feature and select extrude both command and extrude it both. From here we select offset from the surface and selecting this one face, and enter distance 150 mm and select reverse offset and click OK. Now we are here applied revolve base command. So for this we need to create the sketch on this face. So select this face and keep this face in normal position and click on sketch and going to draw a sketch here. First of all, select our line command and select construction line, defining the distance of this construction line from the center of the origin, which is 1448.50 mm. Now defining another dimension here, draw a straight line having length 142 mm. Now select arc command and draw an arc having radius value 8 mm and draw a straight line from the end point of the arc, which is 3.50 mm, and make this line tangent to the arc. Continue with the arc command, again draw an arc which is 8 mm. Now draw a straight line, that is 35 mm. Again select arc command and draw an arc here, having 7 mm radius. After that, draw a little line which is 0.50 mm. Again click on arc command and draw an arc here which is 7 mm. Now close this sketch with the help of line command, that is 93 mm, and click OK. Now defining the width of this line which is 34 mm. After that, click on feature and select revolve base and revolve this sketch with reference of the center line. You can check it from here. Now I'm going to revolve this sketch with the reference of this construction line and click OK after 360 degree. Now we are going to pattern it. Click on feature and select linear pattern. In linear pattern, select feature or cases which you want to pattern. So here we select revolve, and for direction we select this one edge. Now number of items here 10, and having distance between each is 350 mm. After that, click OK. Now here we need to choose a plane. Click on feature and select reference geometry. Here we are creating the plane between these two faces, so select first face and second face, and the plane is created here. Now we are going to mirror the linear pattern. Click on feature and select mirror command and select the feature which we want to mirror. Select linear pattern and revolve, and the face or plane which you want to mirror. So select plane 1 and mirror it about plane 1. Click OK. Now we are going to extrude both again. This one part. So select front plane again. I'm going to create a sketch here. Keep this sketch in normal position. Start from the center line. After that, draw a line with the reference of the edge of the body, having length 241.50 mm. Now draw a straight line from the end point of this line, which is 284.51 mm. Now again draw a line having length 60.50 mm. Now defining the angle between these two lines, click on first line and second line, which is 253.68 degree. Now draw a straight line, which is 46 mm. Again draw a line here, which is 116 mm, and click OK. Continue with the line command. Again draw a line perpendicular to it, which is 220 mm. And join this line with the center line, which is 65 mm. Now again click on mirror entities and select all these entities and mirror it about the center construction line and click OK. After that, click on feature and select extrude both command select offset here and offset it 460 mm, and for that select direction in blind, which is 233 mm, and click OK. Now here we again going to extrude cut. So for this, select this face, and here we are going to draw a sketch here. Simply draw a rectangle and draw a center line from this point, now defining the length and the width of this corner rectangle, which is 60.50 mm. Now defining its width, which is 46 mm. Same in another direction, 46 mm and 60.50 mm. Again select mirror entities and select both these two corner rectangle and mirror it above the center construction line. Now click on feature and select extrude cut. From here we need to select up to surface. So for this we select this face and click OK. Now the extrude cut is applied up to this one surface. Now again apply extrude cut, and this one we need again select up to surface and select this surface and extrude it, cut this sketch up to the surface. Now we are going to apply fillets on these edges. Click on feature and select fillet command. Here we apply face fillet. For face fillet we need to select three faces. So here we are going to select first face and click this and select second face and click on here and select third face, and a full round fillet is applied and click OK. Now getting the fillet command again. Again here we apply face fillet, so we need to select three faces simultaneously one by one and click OK. Repeating this command on these two edges again by applying face fillet. Now again select fillet command. Here we apply edge fillet, which is having radius value 35 mm. So select the outer edges and click OK. You can see the changes here. Now again click on fillet command. Now the edges are shown here in your blue color and yellow color are selected edges. Here we need to select 8 edges, which is having radius value 20 mm. So select this one edge and the inner edge. And click OK. You can see the changes here. The fillet is applied on these edges having radius value 20 mm. Now we are going to mirror this one. So select mirror command and mirror it above the front plane. Click OK. Select entities of each of the two on mirror here again we are going to extrude both. So select the face and again draw a rectangle here, which having total length is, click on smart dimension, defining length and width, which is 354 mm. Now defining its width, which is 101.49 mm. Now defining its distance from the edge, which is 214 mm, and from this side, which is 310 mm, and draw a center line from the origin and mirror the sketch. After that, click on feature and select extrude both. From here, select offset and make it offset at the distance of 59.50 mm from this face, and in direction 1 select up to next and click OK. Now we are going to extrude cut this one with the reference of front plane. So draw a rectangle on the front plane, and after that select extrude cut and extrude cut the remaining part, this body. Now we are going to mirror the half one. So click on feature and select mirror and mirror it above the front plane. Now we are going to produce hole. The first one hole is created here. So insert in here, in search command you can type hole, and here you see the hole wizard. Select hole wizard. In hole wizard you need to select the position of the hole. Here we select standard ISO, or number of standard are given here as per the requirement. Now type of the hole, which is double hole. After that we need to define the size. So here we select 25. Now fit type, which is nominal. After that click on show custom sizing. So here we enter its width, which is 25 mm, and degree, which is 118 mm. After that select end condition. End condition is blind and taper at 78 mm, and click OK. So for making its position, simply click on sketch and select a point, and you can make any point on the face. You can see here a point is created here. Defining its distance of this point. This is sketch in normal position. Click on smart dimension and select the origin. Select the edge and select the point. It is 543 mm. Now defining its height. From the top face, which is 384.94, that, select Hole Wizard and make an hole layer. Repeating the command again. Select Hole Wizard. Double holes and select size is 25 mm. After that, click on show custom sizing and set 115 mm. And end condition, select through all. Now here is hole is created, which is having diameter 25 mm. Click on sketch and you can make a point here for the position of the hole, that is 250 mm and 150 mm from the edges. Now we are going to mirror the hole. So select mirror command and select feature which you want to mirror. So here we select the first one, double hole, and mirror it about the center plane. After that, we apply fillet. Click on feature and select fillet command, and here a number of edges are selected. First of all, select the outer edges which are shown in blue color, and select the edges. I'm going to go the edges which are selected and the select command. You can see here all the edges are selected one by one. At the end, we need to select the face, phase 1, phase 2 and phase 3. So here we select phase 1, phase 2 and phase 3 and click OK. And you can also select the edges if you don't want to select the faces. And the fillet is applied on the whole edges and the faces, which having radius value. Again click on fillet and select. Enter a 30 mm and apply the fillet on the all edges and these three faces and click OK. You can see the changes here. The fillet is applied on the all edges. Again click on fillet command and select outer edges of the extrude board, the blue color showing the selected edges for this fillet. You can see here the edges on which we applied the fillet command on the both sides. Having radius value 10 mm. After selecting all these edges, here 25 edges are selected for this command and click OK. Now the undercarriage is ready for the use of hole excavator. If you have any query regarding this part, you can write down in comment section. Continue with the next video for the next part. Thanks for watching the video.